The notebook is probably one of the most powerful things you can have. And if you are not journaling or notebooking, whatever you want to call it, I don't really, well, I guess it is journaling for me too. I put tasks and things I need to get done throughout the day in here. And also write things that are on my mind, scriptures, affirmations, mantras, what have you. Anything that I want to remember goes in here. I also have a smaller one as well, like a pocket notebook. And if this is something that you're not doing, I would highly encourage it. It helps your memory for one, because as much as we'd like to think that our memory is so good, there's bound to be things that you miss. And granted, I know some of us might have immaculate memories, which is awesome. But how do you feel when you've forgotten that one thing that you know you should have done? And so if you would have written these things down, you would have ensured a higher likelihood that you would have done it. And so that's why the notebook is so powerful. And I feel like this is an art that is being lost because so many people now are on their phones and social media and all this stuff, which is cool, right? But the art of thinking, the art of writing is something that cannot be lost, right? Thinkers, for one, are the most successful people in the world because they're inventing, they're starting movements, they're building community. Inventors, right? These people that have invented thousands, millions of things in this world were all thinkers. They thought it, and then they put it into action. They they manifested whatever that they were thinking. And so when you become a thinker, you enable yourself to accomplish more in life. Now, writing is just thinking on paper. And the better that you can articulate how you're feeling, the better that you can articulate your thoughts and your ideas, the more or the better you'll move throughout life and be more decisive in what it is you want to do and what it is you want to be, and overall have more clarity. So remember that the thinkers are the ones that move better in life, are the ones that make the most money in life. Because think about it. Thinkers create products. Thinkers create movements. And thinkers are salesmen. So the highest paid people in the world are thinkers. They're salesmen, right? Because the more creative you can get with how you think and how you put your words together, the ability to persuade and influence by crafting your words in such a way that compels a person to take action. You are a thinker. You are the person that has crafted something that has enabled you to make millions, make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so this kind of goes back to the just being an employee versus being an owner, or employee versus being an owner. Employees, like your run-of-the-mill employee, they don't have to do too much thinking and guesswork because the systems have already been put in place by a thinker, right? Now, I'm not talking about these technical roles that that some people have, like engineers. Obviously, that's a thinking role, which is why they get paid more. Sales leaders, sales directors, these people are thinking of more ways to sell for a company. So the more that you use your brain, the higher that you are paid, the more that you will make. And the sooner and the quicker that you can realize this, the more money you'll be making. But back to the point. this is a great starting point. This is a good place to start if you want to become a better thinker, because it will help you to articulate your words much better. And you will see the progression over time as you continue to put pen to paper daily. And even if you just put a note in the book a day, one note a day, right? Just to start that habit. Because at first it may be tough for you to sit down and write and be in flow state for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. That's going to be tough in the very beginning if you're not a writer already. And so start with a quick thought that you might have gotten throughout the day. Take your book out or your notebook or even your notes app on your phone and put it in there. And these will help you develop a portable, catalog, for lack of better words, of what you're thinking, how you're thinking, and how your thinking has progressed. Because how you're thinking today is completely different from how you were thinking a few years ago, or even a year ago, even a month ago. You'll notice the progression, or just the changes, or the non-progression, because although months and years may be going by, you may not be progressing at all. And so if you're writing things down, it's data that you can use to gauge how your thinking has progressed or not progressed. And so if you're doing things like this, you can catch yourself in that non-progressive, that stagnant state. Okay, so go get a notebook if you haven't gotten one already. Start jotting in it. Doesn't have to be anything monumental, just something that allows you to express and allows you to build a vocabulary and to create. Right? Because at the end of the day, we are all creative beings. We are all creative people, whether you want to acknowledge that or not. You may be the type of person that's like, oh, I'm not creative. I've heard people say that before. And you are definitely creative. You just haven't tapped into it or tried to explore it just yet. So if you want to become someone that is a thinker, go grab a notebook and start today.